This is Tammy Mon with Empower Hypnosis and Healing, and I am here to empower you. And today I'm here to empower you with a segment on achieving belief relief. So let's just dive right in. According to the laws of the universe, God, and many spiritual principles, we all have the capacity to live happy, healthy, prosperous, amazing lives. Many people learn some of the laws and principles, practice for a while, and simply give up for lack of progress or results. Often people become unbelievers in God, the divine, or the universe because they feel promises have been broken. And if God and the universe were truly good, then why must I suffer? There are so many misteachings and sometimes outright blatant lies out there that it is not easy to know what to believe. There are thousands of different religions with different practices and varying beliefs. What can a person do? Where can we turn for valid information? Information that will actually improve our lives for once. It makes me so sad to see many people who have lost their faith, lost their belief, and lost their way. It makes me even sadder to see spiritual principles taught in a way that is misleading or not advantageous to the person learning it. It makes me very sad when people stop believing in their higher power, stop having faith, and stop enjoying life because another mere mortal taught them something that didn't work for them. So who can teach you what you need to know about spiritual principles? Jesus? Well, sure. But then there's the matter of interpretation of his words, perhaps the Bible or the Quran. In fact, where are the magic words? The truth is that there are no magic words. Words are simply language that point to a truth. Words can never replace the knowing you feel inside, just as words can never truly describe the beauty of a rose blooming or the essence of love. There's only one source when you are seeking faith in spiritual principles. It is you. You are the conduit, the intermediary, and the vessel. It is you that connects to the all-knowing and all-seeing. No other could connect you or connect for you. Now tell me the truth. Did you think I was going to say it was me? No, because I'm simply another one of those mere mortals we were talking about earlier. The name of my business is Empower Hypnosis and Healing, and my job, as I see it, is to empower you to decide your own future, to create your own happiness, your own life, and to find your own faith, and to create yourself as the person you want to be. And I love my job. But with so many people out there believing that they have the answers for everyone else, my job is more challenging than ever. I check myself regularly. This means that I take a look at myself from an outside perspective to make sure that I am being partial and non-judgmental. I want to offer suggestions and paths as opposed to intricate step-by-step methods. And most of all, I want to remember that my way of empowering others isn't for everyone. It's not for me to be offended if my principles and my methods do not work for someone else. It is for me to be of service in the way that my higher power asks me to be of service. Many people find spiritual principles, try them out, and wonder why they aren't working. Well, they said if I just think positive for a whole day, my life will change. If I just take these vitamins, they will make me healthy. If I do these exercises, I will become whole. If you hear promises like that, you should run, not walk, to the nearest exit. I make no promises. I offer what I have, just like a host would offer their guests dinner, and you are free to eat it or not eat it if you do not care for it. You are also free to take what works for you and throw out the rest. That is exactly what I have done on my journey. When you go to a dinner and you do not like something, are you one of those people who eats it anyway, just so the host won't be offended? Or do you eat it anyway because everyone else is eating it, and you think because they like it, that you should like it too? Or maybe you eat it because you don't believe in wasting food, and you are taught that if you do, you may go to hell. Whatever your reason for eating food that you don't like, I have 2 words from Bob Newhart. Stop it. The biggest issue for most people is not listening to themselves. If you find a principle that doesn't work for you or doesn't resonate with you, then drop it. That's right, just leave it behind, say adios, and don't look back. You are your best resource. You know what it is that you need right now. And even if the Pope or Buddha suggests something for you, if it isn't right, then it isn't. Leave it behind. You are here to follow no one. You are here to choose the dinner you want to eat and to fill your plate yourself. When we were little, Mom filled our plate. We ate what was on the plate that Mom gave us, but now we're all grown up and we choose our own plate of food. It is our choices in food that help to dictate our health moving forward, just like it is our choices in spirituality that help dictate our emotional and spiritual health moving forward. And it all comes together to make a person. Listen to yourself. Now is when things begin to get a little sticky with this concept, because I can hear the questions brewing in your mind. How do I know what I like? What about when alcohol or drugs look better than anything else? What about this? What about that? Okay, so let's break it down a little further. You are choosing your plate of food, and you decide that you want 6 cupcakes instead of vegetables, whole grains, or starches. And, well, 6 cupcakes is what you really want. It's what really resonates with you. So should you eat them? And there's where a lot of people get stuck. You see, it is not as clear-cut as it may seem. Yes, we want to listen to our inner voices, our intuition, our best selves. But no, we don't want to listen to responses that occur due to negative programming. Thus, the name of the article, Relief from Beliefs. An example of negative programming that leads to a belief is when a father only told his child he loved them when he brought home cupcakes. Thus, the association with cupcakes and love, and thus 6 cupcakes instead of food that might be more nutritious. Who doesn't want to feel loved? Your subconscious is your most powerful decision-making mechanism. That's right. Why is it your most powerful decision-making mechanism? Well, mostly because it can handle 40 million bits of information per second. It takes in way more than our conscious mind, which is what most of us do use to make our decisions. But it can only handle 40 bits of information per second. The ultimate state of being is a relationship between the conscious and subconscious mind where the information flows freely, and the conscious mind is used as a tool, the tool that it is, to implement, decipher, and record results. But most people do not have that kind of relationship happening between their conscious and subconscious mind. Most people are either making judgments and decisions based on what is going on outside of them, or based on the bad records that their subconscious records in early life, or even worse, both. First, let's talk about the bad records. The subconscious has no judgment mechanism. Judgment belongs to the conscious mind. So between the ages of 0 and 8, your subconscious was recording everything, good or bad, and saving it as truth. That would be like a recording artist just recording once and sending their song to the market. What are the chances that the recording is going to be the best it could be? So you most likely have good programs running in your subconscious, but you probably also have not so good programs running as well. So if you want to be able to connect to your higher power and therefore trust your own judgment, you know what you're going to have to do. Yes, get rid of those bad programs. Throw out the bad recordings. These are the programs that cause you to load up your plate with cupcakes instead of good food. Think of your subconscious as a palace. All of the contents should be worthy of being in your palace. You probably wouldn't want broken pictures or torn tapestries or 3-legged tables in your palace. You would want only the nicest things. If there were already torn tapestries or broken pictures, wouldn't you take them out and replace them with items that you enjoyed more? If you didn't, and you had to walk by them and look at them every day, And if you had to eat at a table with 3 legs, then would you be your happiest? Probably not, but that is actually what you are doing right now. You are eating dinner every night at a table with 3 legs while looking at torn tapestries and broken pictures. That is, if you haven't cleared out your subconscious mind of the negative programming and false beliefs. So how do you get rid of the negative programming and false beliefs? That is where I come in. I empower others to find methods to rid themselves of the programs that are not working in their subconscious mind, so they can fill their palace with all of the beautiful things that they want. It is so important to get rid of the garbage before you begin to choose the path that will work for you. It is important to rid yourself of the beliefs that are causing you to crave bad things before you fill your plate with food. While you are healing, you make the best choices you can. You have faith. You ask for help. You spend a lot of time trying to listen to that inner voice that is really quiet and muffled. It's quiet because it is literally yelling from underneath mounds of garbage. And as you remove that garbage, that voice becomes more and more clear. As you remove the garbage, you suddenly know what feels right instantly. You know what path you want to take. Your life begins to fall in line, and suddenly you realize your palace is filled with the most beautiful items you could have ever imagined. And you get to live there, happily ever after. Well, okay, it's not a Disney fairy tale ending, but pretty close. So, for more information on how the tools I have learned can empower you to find your own way, please contact me for your free consultation. If you have a specific issue that you feel like might be helped by programming, please visit my recordings page to see if one of those might be right for your issue. Thank you so much for listening. Have a wonderful day. Namaste. This is Tammy with Empower Hypnosis and Healing, and I am here to empower you.